All right, so I got a bit of an interesting story for you, something I don't normally cover, but I saw this online and I think it's worth the discussion. So, Kyle Kulinski, progressive YouTuber, tweeted this out about Elizabeth Warren's dance at one of her events, saying, I know your terrible advisors told you to be more relatable and dance, but really the trick is just being your authentic self. No more, no less, Elizabeth Warren. Now, this tweet I think is fairly innocuous. He didn't think Elizabeth Warren is being authentic here with her dance. Now, Cory Booker, another 2020 candidate, actually called out Kyle Kulinski here on Twitter. So he quote tweeted this saying, raise your hand if you know why people are trolling Elizabeth's dance moves and not my dad jokes. So Booker is implying here that Kyle Kulinski is being sexist by saying that Elizabeth Warren is being inauthentic. Before I even get to that conversation, though, I just want to share a couple responses to Cory Booker here from other people. So the Humanist Report quote tweeted him saying, raise your hand if you know why Cory Booker voted against a bill that would allow Americans to import cheaper prescription drugs from Canada. Yeah. Nailing Cory Booker on some serious policy issues here, or at least his voting record when it comes to standing on the side of corporations over people. I took the more obvious approach here, replying to Cory Booker saying, because Warren's a competitor in the race and you're not, which is a point pretty much everyone else was making in the thread, which I noticed afterwards. But, I mean, for me, it was the most obvious. People are going after Elizabeth Warren here or criticizing her or whatever about this video because she is like a top 3 candidate. Cory Booker isn't. So there's going to be less scrutiny of somebody who is barely being recognized that they're even still in this race. I mean, there are times, I almost forgot Booker was running because we don't talk about him. He wasn't in the last debate. He hasn't made the next debate. He is barely in this race, which is why he's not being criticized. That said, Kyle Kulinski came back at Cory Booker here and just straight up dunked on him. So he replied saying, here's me making fun of your dad jokes and Mayor Pete's dance, but congrats on your virtue signaling points. So Kyle shares several tweets here where he is indeed making fun of Cory Booker as well as Mayor Pete. So, and let me just share this. This point was buttressed by other people in the field like Crystal Ball, who tweeted out saying, I can confirm that Kyle Kulinski's mockery is equally applied across gender and race. So, I mean, if you follow Kyle at all, you know he dunks on everybody. Like, his criticism, like, the kinds of criticisms that he has about people being inauthentic or dad jokes or dancing are not relegated to just the female candidates in the race. They're to everybody. So this idea that he was being sexist here is just completely absurd. Now, you'd think this is the end of it. But no. Imani Gandhi tweets out here, quoting Kyle, saying, trolling Booker's dad jokes or mocking Pete's dancing is not the same as you tagging Elizabeth Warren to tell her to be more authentic. You could apologize and learn something about the sexist way women politicians are covered in media and how you're contributing to it. Just try. Okay. So, based on this position, is nobody ever allowed to say that they think a female politician is being inauthentic? Like, I don't get this. Now, when it comes to Elizabeth Warren here and her dancing, I didn't tweet about this at all. I don't really know why this became a thing. I don't know why people are going after her over it. Again, I'm not a Warren supporter, but this dancing, I don't care. She's dancing at a rally, whatever. I have no issue with this at all. I don't care. I think, honestly, this is just her personality. I don't think she's trying to dance to get people to like her. I don't think that. But there is nothing wrong with thinking that. There's nothing wrong with calling a politician out because you think they're inauthentic. Like, I just don't understand this. And, it's even more insane when you actually look into Kyle's history. So, this tweet that I saw, perfectly sums it up. Octo here replied to Imani Gandhi saying, Yeah, he's so sexist that he co-founded a group that put 3 of the most prominent female politicians on the map. Yeah. Kyle co-founded Just Democrats. AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar. But no, Kyle's being sexist because he thinks Elizabeth Warren here is being inauthentic. It really doesn't make any sense. And Beth here follows up. Beth, who is a great follow, check her out on Twitter. She tweeted out, "Centrist Dems, it's sexist to dunk on Warren's dance. Also centrist Dems, people only voted for AOC because she's pretty. She's a Bernie bro who does what grandpa says. How dare she say her and Biden could be in different parties? Primary her, she's a socialist. She's a bartender." Yeah, you get the point. The same people that would go after Kyle Kulinski for criticizing Elizabeth Warren's dance are the same people that would dunk on AOC because she aligns herself with Bernie Sanders. So I think context is everything here. If Kyle or whoever else was criticized over this, like if you only went after Elizabeth Warren, Hillary Clinton, Amy Klobuchar, then I could see the criticism. I can understand, oh, this person is only attacking female politicians. They're clearly a little sexist here. But in this case, just like all progressive YouTubers that, are worth their salt, we all go after everybody. Many politicians, in fact, the vast majority of politicians are inauthentic. I don't know how that criticism can only be applied to male politicians. It doesn't make any sense. So, but look, I want to hear your thoughts. Post below the video what you think about all this, including, the criticism Kyle got, him dunking on Cory Booker, and Elizabeth Warren's dance, and if you think it's authentic or if you think it's even sexist to say that it is inauthentic.